Should you take everything you've got and put it into Bitcoin? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in this world. Man, you know what? I'm pretty much into Bitcoin when it comes to my retirement funds. Slowly, that happened over time. It was first, actually, it happened to gold and silver first. I actually closed all my retirement accounts once I realized our financial system was a scam. I got rid of all the planned savings, all those things, and I closed up all my what's it called, 401ks, whatever, IRAs, RRSPs for Canadians, everything gone. And I took the hit and went into gold and silver. Then, of course, once I saw Bitcoin, I slowly moved into that as well. And that's what I did. Why did I do that? Right? Why did I do that? Because I understood what it is that I was buying. I was buying an asset that I knew with 100% certainty. Well, not 100%. It was 99%, 99.9% certainty, because there's always a percentage chance that an asteroid hits the planet and then we're screwed. Aliens come, blow us all up, right? So, that's what, and then Bitcoin is not going to help if that happens, right? So, with that said, right, I was like very certain that Bitcoin, right, was going to be the future of money for the foreseeable, for so long as humans exist, basically, right? So, with that said, the question is, should you go all in? Well, honestly, the answer is yes. You should take all your retirement, any money that you're going to use for retirement, that you're saving for. Hey, you know what? I know that one day I don't want to freaking work, or I want to do something else with my life, so I want to save for that point. That's where your money should be, nothing else, right? That's where your wealth should be stored. Now, with that simply said, you're thinking, well, yeah, that's what I should do, but I'm too afraid. Yeah, I understand that. Completely get it, right? It took me a while to take action and get into all gold and silver. It took me a while to get 100% into Bitcoin. But, it all starts with just one move, right? All you have to do is just take one step. Buy a little bit of Bitcoin today, buy a little bit more tomorrow, and slowly get into it. And over time, watch videos like this, videos talking to you about Bitcoin, help you understand what Bitcoin's all about, get subscribed, and then over time, you will go all in over into Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be right now. It would be smart, scary as hell. You will have some serious, if you went and closed all your accounts today, and sometime by the end of this week, got all Bitcoin, went all into Bitcoin, I would say, man, dog, you got some kahunas, man. Kahunas. The big balls, right? They hang to the floor. I don't see anybody doing that, right? But if you could pull that off, man, you won't regret it. But that would be something beyond most people's capabilities. So I don't expect that at all from you. So don't expect it from yourself, okay? With that said, right, we're going to go into some TA for today. If you're interested in trading, where you can find all the different links in the description below where you can actually do some trading and actually get some bonuses, free money bonuses as well. All right. That said, let's switch the screen here and take a look at what Bitcoin and a few of these other cryptocurrencies are doing. Bitcoin, it's consolidating, right? It has to, it can't just go straight up and keep going up, of course, forever, because, well, now that the big boys are here, right, they're not just going to just keep FOMO buying, right? They're going to wait for their opportunities. And so since, we have a clear opportunity here, they're waiting for that. They're, what the saying goes, right? When you miss the boat, you miss the boat. When institutions miss the boat, they bring the boat back. So the boat's coming back here. Don't even get it twisted. Right? It's coming back to the around $114,000 mark, right? So be ready for that, right? So don't think that that's not going to happen, because it's coming. It's coming to a theater near you. Okay, let's go over to Solana, right? Solana, woof. It broke the $200 mark. Wow, like it just powered through. The next level here you can see is around the 220-ish area, 214 to 220 level, where we're going to see. Now, keep in mind, look, you know what? I drew this line as a what's it called? Here, you see parking garages, right? Which we showed you yesterday as well. And it had nothing to do with the actual what's it called? Support and resistance lines. But look what happened. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, with that said, right, expect, right, where you can see where a salon is going. It's going to the exact parking garage. And you can see we can extend this out even further. You can see where the next level is if it breaks above that, right, which is right at, oh, look at that. Look at that. That line is the support and resistance line, which I didn't draw because it was always red and just happens to be at the exact same spot, right? Boom. Support and resistance line. And look at that. There's also a Fibonacci level there from this particular downward trend all the way up to the 2.13 level. So there's some serious indications where we are headed with Solana over the next little while. Looking at Ethereum powering through. Ethereum is a little bit ahead of itself. There has to be some sort of consolidation because we're so far away from the moving averages that you'd be an idiot to be buying long here, even though there's still a lot of room to run here, that it has to come up and wipe these guys out fast. If it goes sideways, these guys will leave, right? If it comes back down. So, but it's a little bit too risky of a bet to think that it's going to continue going higher, but it can do that, right? Because if they want that liquidity, they're going to have to go for it right now in the next week, or else they will they'll start to be like, okay, well, I'll take profits and get out of that short when it comes back down from this big run up, right? Because it's been like absolutely like straight up thermal nuclear explosion here, man. So you could probably bet on this with small amounts of money that this goes and takes out the $4,200 level, but yeah, it's not worth it. I would wait for a retrace to the 13 EMA, which is currently at $3,369. So, and it should retrace to that at least, or go sideways before it actually heads to that. Let's just take a look at the 4 hour. This is how far it is from the 13 EMA. Okay, no. Not that, it's right on it, and it's breaking down. So you can see that it bounced off of the 13 EMA already. It's breaking below it, so you can pretty much take a short down a little bit. I wouldn't go too far, and you risk the chance that we could just go blow past and continue higher. But the short is the most likely trade on Ethereum, other than a long. A long is a little bit higher risk. You are like insane actually to go for a long on Ethereum. But hey, you know what? Some people like to do those insane bets, right? All right. With that said, I'm betting big on Bitcoin. Honestly, I realized that it's not just Bitcoin that you should be betting on anymore, but also companies that support Bitcoin. So this is why I'm betting big on Threshold. Threshold is a company that has created a bridge of Bitcoin over to the smart contract like Ethereum and Binance Chain, Solana of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin can now exist on all these other chains, and they are locked up on the Bitcoin chain so that you can use them, and they'll always maintain the price on the other chain, and you can transfer them back, right, without any kind of KYC or stupidness, right, that the government wants you to do, or travel rule and all kind of nonsense. Transfer them back to the Bitcoin network. This allows you to do what's called DeFi, borrowing against your Bitcoin, which doesn't exist right now, but which will come over time. And this way, you don't have to go to some joker at a bank and say, "Hey, please, can you let me borrow against my Bitcoin, please?" Who will say, "Well, how much income you've got?" "Oh no, screw you," right? It is a hit and miss. You're going to have to work your butt off to lick the butt of some banker. But with DeFi, there is no butt licking, okay? And so this is why I see Threshold doing extremely well in the coming future. And another reason why is that I also wanted to develop the same thing, and just like Bitcoin, it was already done, and when I saw it, I knew that what it was, that I knew it was quality. I knew that Bitcoin was real. That's how I got into Bitcoin, and this is how I got into Threshold. I was trying to build the exact same thing. They built it before I did. They actually built it the exact same way that I thought to build it, and this is why I'm saying, what the heck? This is like deja vu for me. Buy it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm buying Threshold. Now, if you want to buy it, that's up to you. Keep in mind, it is a company. There are a lot of risks here. If a bridge fails, we're screwed. If something happens, right, we're screwed. So just keep that in mind as your risk. So make sure that you mitigate your risk by only putting money that you could possibly lose, because it is not risk-free, this particular investment. So keep that in mind. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.